moving on to the second map of our Week 6 ETF2L, sponsored by TT eSports. Week 6 fixture, and the second map is going to be Viaduct. Fenneks picked up the last map, Snakewater, 4-1, and I'm sure they're hoping to close out Viaduct with a similar... Oh, 5-1, my bad. And they're hoping to close out Viaduct with a similarly dominant scoreline. Look, we didn't really get a chance to run through the rosters last map. Do you want to run us through Rocket's roster, Ethug? Yeah,
let's do that. So we have Admirable on Medic, and then we have Huey on Demerman. Fenneks and Hawks are rocking the rocket launcher, while Cookie and Samsy are the two scouts of the game.
Yeah, and we've seen a little bit of a change recently with QNX and Dan. I think Dan was murking for some maps or something. And QNX is back now. So he's back on that roaming position. He's so strong as a soldier. But he can't quite carry them through these games, it seems.
Yeah, like some of the jumps were like really mistimed, I feel like. There was points where he could do a lot of damage to the medic, but there was no one to follow up. And I feel those jumps they're kind of like wasted, because if you don't get a medic, then you're one player less for the next 15 seconds, and you really need like your whole team to be ready to at least spam from long range when you do those jumps, so at least some damage come in.
Yeah, I agree. Right, let's go through the Fenneks roster as well very quickly. We have Skeege on Medic. On Demerman, we have Rib of Broader Fame, really wrapping those big damage numbers, but not quite last game. On the Pocket Soldier, we've had a little bit of a change recently. Oh, as they're ready up, I'll just run through it very quickly. We've got Salmon on Pocket instead of the normal Klar. We've got Kalari on Roma, and we've got Walters and GF18 on Scout. Currently, we see off classes of Samsy on Heavy and Cookie on Sniper. I predicted this, and I don't think it's going to work out for them very well. Fenneks take the mid very aggressively. Salmon taking a lot of damage though, but the Heavy on the top left here is going to give Fenneks all the room. Fenneks does pick up Kalari though on the flank, and Salmon also goes down to a nice pipe from Huey. Oh, and Rib's just been left completely alone as Skeege just runs away. Walters respawns as Sniper as well to contest this. It worked out well for Rocket. I didn't think it was going to. I thought Fenneks were going to get all the position and be able to spam them out, but nobody was really helping Rib.
Well, Rocket was just like playing to their strengths right there. They had a Heavy. He was around the corner on the cliffside, so no one could really spam him peacefully. And while Fenneks, they pushed forwards, they just like one-on-one overextended, so the Heavy could just shoot him from his sideline over there. And it's just demolished them.
We've got so many off-classes coming out right now. I'm watching Kalari as he's coming up on Spy. Oh, and a drop from Admirable. It's not even the Spy. Rib hits him with a sick pipe. I've seen this repeatedly from Rocket as I've been watching their PCWs recently. Admirable often goes down in these suicides or gets forced. It's a really poor attempt, and I believe it's just due to the fact that they have no scouts. You really can't pocket on this map without some effective scouts denying people. And they're running a Sniper and a Heavy. I really don't agree with it, especially when the Heavy's hidden so far out of view. If Samsy wants to pocket effectively as a Heavy, he has to stand far forward from his medic and be denying people. And this has given Skeege 100% advantage, as Walters picks Admirable again with a fully charged body shot.
And Hawks does go down to GF18, so it looks like there's a battle of the Heavies right now, and I don't think they need to go that forward now. Like, Rocket are 3 people down, but they do have late spawns, so if they do manage to get him, then it's not such a big deal. But they really should be pressuring him out and capping the point a bit quicker, and I don't know, it feels kind of slow for me. Like, the Heavy is just slowing down the play.
Yeah, the Heavy and the Sniper are both really slowing down the play, but Walters and Cookie are kind of exchanging headshots all over the place. Walters gets on top of him that time, and Hawks tries to bomb in. Huey does pick up Rib as well, and forces the Uber from Skeege. Not going to be able to use this to get any far forwards, but Samsy goes down because he can't retreat because he's a big fat Heavy. And so with the Heavy down from Rocket, but they do have the Uber advantage, they're going to be trying to contest this. I'd be interested to see whether Samsy comes back up on Scout. But no, it looks like he's coming back up on Heavy, and this is their strat that they're going to be running for the entire map, I would imagine. Cookie and Samsy with absolutely no scouts. I completely disagree with it, but this is how both teams are running it.
It's probably the most weird Viaduct game I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen this happen. Both teams running Sniper Heavy.
Yeah, I think Fenneks decided to counter it by running the exact same classes. They do have an incredible Sniper in Walters, or he used to be incredible anyway, it depends how good his aim is today. And they have a really good Heavy who plays a lot of Heavy in GF18. So they just decided to see if they could beat them at their own game, I think.
And it looks like it's working right now with Skeege getting the upper hand on Ubis here, so it looks like Rockit just have to get out from this and...
oh, nice headshot from Walters. I don't know whether you caught that, but he headshot Huey as he was just flying away there. That was a really sick shot. I don't know whether you caught that on stream. That was incredible.
It's a really good play there. And as we can see, like, Fenneks are holding forward here. They're forcing Rockit down into spawn. It's they're taking so much damage here. And with 2 people down, they really can't push out and contest this time. And Fenneks are rocking the forward hold still with a heavy on top of there.
What are they doing? Why are they holding forward with a heavy? They had nobody covering right hand side. I don't know what they're doing, and now they're in really bad position. Oh, sick air shot from Rib! Oh my god, all the players coming out on Viaduct here. That was a beast of an air shot just to deny him from coming onto Skeege, because that was a really nice bomb in there by QNX. Looks like Cookie's moved off the sniper and Samsy's picked it up. So now they've got a scout and they don't have a heavy. Samsy lesser known for his sniping skills compared to Cookie, but he's still pretty deadly.
Yeah, with Fenneks taking almost 30 seconds extra on the point here, like the heavy was really not working out for them, so they need to change it up early in the game so that they can get these sort of plays right here where they can maybe sneak something out. But it looks like Huey is so far in and he's actually going to die here to GF18. But the Rocket players are moving up to the point here. They try to spam some people out, they do get GF18 down, and Rib just have to move back with his medic and wait for the spawners here.
I don't know how that worked out in favour of Rocket, to be honest. Huey went down, but I assumed that they just crushed the Fenneks flank. They needed to transition some heals over there, and the Fenneks flank needed to get out. While the Ubers were being exchanged. It looks like equal Ubers here again. And something that I've noticed is that Rocket aren't really pushing on these Uber advantages. They had an Uber advantage and they didn't make use of it. And it looks like Fenneks are just going to dry push this because they know that Rocket don't have the Uber. They've still got a sniper in Walters. Salmon goes down as he tries to take the point, I think. Kalari trying to get around behind as well. Walters picks up a fully charged body shot on Hawks, while GF18 and Kalari both go down. Admirable's getting his Uber. He's got a little bit of an Uber advantage, and it looks like they're going to retain the point.
Right now, I feel like Fenneks should just be waiting for the spawns, considering they have a better spawn wave. They can just like try to dominate this way, but they do force Uber situation here. Both teams have popped Uber, and we see Salmon taking the high ground there. He gets flashed, but he gets promptly taken down again by Huey Stickies right there. And the Hawks is jumping up. They just keep jumping up beside each other, and it looks like Fenneks are taking the short straw out of this.
Yeah, I really don't agree with this Fenneks player. Like, they're pushing in, but they're being such pussies about it. You've got a better spawn wave. If you trade 1 for 1, you're so much better off. Like, you should just be throwing bodies in there and trying to get frags. They waited for the Ubers to come in last time. I don't agree with that. They should have just bombed in. And as the point ticks down, only 3 seconds are left on the point for QNX and his team of rabbles. And
Huey overextends again, as we've seen in the previous game as well. And he gets taken down really early. But Samsy, though, Samsy gets a body shot and Skeege with the headshot, and that's exactly what Rocket is going to need here. And GF18 is just dodging on the point with 3 HP, but he does get taken down, and so does Walters. But Walters does take the Admirable down though, so that's going to change the turn here.
Yeah, they've only got 3 seconds to bomb on the point, and they can't quite manage it. So Rocket take this first round. I'm surprised that they managed that, but I think that came down to a really bad push from Fenneks and an inability to use the spawn waves to their advantage.
Yeah, like the spawn waves, they're just taking so long time in order to like throw bodies at them so they can inch that point early. They really need to be more aggressive when they don't have the point.
We see a big bomb in there from QNX, but he quickly gets gunned down by the minigun of a GF18. Salmon goes down in return, and both the soldiers are dead for Fenneks. But GF18's managed to mop up Cookie, but he's in such a bad position at the moment, just sat in the bottom of a pit. Walters takes down Admirable though, so that's going to give Skeege such a big advantage. They've got the heal advantage as well. Surely they should be pushing off this.
Yeah, Fenneks have so many players alive now, they should just...
But he's bombing in, and Samsy takes down Skeege. A big bomb in from Huey and Samsy, and they both conspire together to take down Skeege. But Fenneks should be able to take this point back. Seeing as it's only QNX and Cookie alive, and they should delay the point capture until Skeege comes alive. Yeah, nicely done by Fenneks there.
That pick from Samsy really equalised the Ubers there, as we see both medics spawning at around the same time here. But Admirable seems to have inched the percentages his way, but we'll see what's going on from this. Is Skeege running crits maybe? No, it's not.
And both teams still running the sniper rifle, but it's only Fenneks that are running the heavy at the moment. This is something that Fenneks have done for quite a few seasons now, and GF18 used to do this in Deserto before he played for Fenneks. He's a dab hand with that minigun, but it makes the team play so passively, and it gives the other team so much room that you're really relying on Walters to get those picks, as he does there, picking off Hawks.
I think
Samsy's slowly creeping up.
Rockit they just gave an opportunity away from them to do suicide bombing. I feel like they really should have done that. They're so far away from the Uber that now they're just like wasting so much time right there.
Yeah, I feel like rockit again should just be kind of trying to sack people in here.
Oh, and Waters though. He takes down Huey, and he also takes down Samsy. Waters currently on fire today.
He has really stepped up for this important official for Fenneks. Cookie picks off Salmon as well, but it's not going to be enough. Admirable's got 100%, but he's down Cookie, and they're just going to try and push in here from the right hand side. GF18's taken a very aggressive position, but he's had to back off because he took so much spam. Looks like the Uber's going to have to be used on GF18 in a minute, as Huey puts a lot of damage on him.
And again, Rockit, they're so scared. They don't want to go past the rocks that they have on their side. They're so scared of that Walter sniper right now. He's been so damaging, and the Ubers do pop up right now in the favor of Skeege. And the Rocket players, they're just falling out here, but Hawks gets taken down, and Rib is above them. Shooting stick is down. He drops down, but he's not getting anything, and he's a bit too far in here right now, overextending. He should have just stayed on top.
Yeah, I don't really understand the thought process of Rockit, because they're playing against a heavy and a sniper who rule when the game is quite slow, and yet they're not trying to be aggressive. They're not trying to bomb a soldier onto the sniper. They're not trying to bomb it in and get a better Uber off when GF18 can't move anywhere in the Uber. They're just kind of slowly advancing up the point, giving Walters pot shots, and then giving GF18 a much better Uber. I don't know what they're really thinking. This is the kind of thing that they should be doing, getting a soldier behind in the form of QNX, trying to distract the heavy and push in from all sides and then get a much better Uber out, because heavy is so fat he can't go anywhere. Oh, Ribs popped up really high and he goes down to a nice little air shot there by Hawks. Was that a wall shot? Who knows? Only the VOD will tell.
But this is exactly what Rocket needs. Like, Rocket really needs to get these frags out of nowhere, and it's like proving them that they can take over the point if they do those flank plays and not just try to smash their head into the brick wall that is Fenneks.
Yeah, I totally agree. They need to be getting these picks on the flank, and they need to be playing aggressively with the combo rather than the opposite, you know, playing passively with both the combo and the flank. Walters is just on fire today, picking up another headshot on Cookie, but Skeech has had to pop really early because they're scared of Samsy on Sniper. Rib manages to hit a nice pipe on Admirable, and he trades himself for the medic of Rocket. It's only Huey and Samsy remaining alive at the moment. Samsy furiously SMGing away as Huey comes in trying to pipe things. GF18 goes down, but it looks like Fenneks are going to retain this point. And that is 1-all.
Walters is really proving to be so useful for them right now. Like, he's just getting all these headshots at the exact correct moments. Like, it's like in the insecure moments where Rocket don't want to go forward and they don't want to go back, and that's the opportune moment where Walters just get these headshots.
Yeah, I agree, but I also think that Rocket are making it very easy for him to hit these headshots by playing too passively and not putting any pressure on him with anybody flanking. We see both teams running a sniper in the form of Samsy and Walters, but no heavies so far, as we just still contesting the mid-fight. It's been an incredibly passive mid so far, only Huey going down, but this has not really signalled the push across from Fenneks for some reason. I think they're still scared of Samsy on sniper, and he gets a pick there and shows them why they need to be scared of him. Killari goes down, and this is going to signal Rocket to move forward. But I really think Fenneks had a huge opportunity to push across the point there that they completely neglected to take.
Gets another body shot on Walters, and on Cookie rather, and takes him down.
Skeege has got a 20% advantage here, but he can't have known it because they haven't used it to move forward. They might have got a little bit of a hint from the fact that Rocket are playing so passively, but they have returned with the heavy of GF18 as he takes up his position on a cliff. And they bomb in Killari, I think it is. Yep, Killari bombing in there, doesn't quite get anybody, but Salmon comes in afterwards and cleans up Hawks and forces the Uber charge, although I think that was actually Rib that forced the Uber charge in the end there. Oh, and a nice save! Brilliant little flash there from Skeege to save Rib on something like 19 HP. Salmon kills himself, hoping for the better respawn. I don't know what he was doing.
And we see Cookie trying to make something happen on the point, but he runs straight into heavy and won't get anything done. The Rib actually picks him up with a pipe. And Rockit, they're so spread out right now. They only have 2 people out here, and they're just building. It's a really odd place to build the Uber as well. Like, they're just standing in the opening here, and if Fenneks sees this, they can just send Soulless jumping on them, and then have scouts running through spawn flanking them. But Fenneks are holding so far back, they're not even going to get a chance to do something placed like that.
Yeah, Fenneks are holding really far back, trusting in the power of Walters and GF18 to carry them through this. Fully charged body shot, or maybe a headshot coming out there onto Rib from Samsey. And Hox launches across the point, trying to contest Kalari there. Cookie does pick up Kalari as the flank from Fenneks is kind of decimated at the moment. Oh, and Samsey getting the better of Walters.
And Uber does get popped out for Fenneks here, and
oh, Huey! Is Huey going to escape?
Oh, and Samsey puts up a GF18.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there. GF18 kind of had him balanced in the air, balanced against the skybox, but he eventually gets headshot down by Samsey. And is this going to be Rockit taking the point?
And Hux is doing some really good aggressive plays there, but he does get taken down. But there's a trade between Salmon and Hux there, and Walter is just getting a shot on Kunix as he runs away with the equalizer. And it's just proven that Rockit really needs to hold this point now. And Fenneks with his Uber advantage, it's not that much. I don't know if they know how much it is, but they really need to move forward slowly now soon, so that they can contest this point now.
It looks like they're going to be trying to run a little bit of a distraction play for Kalari coming in on Spy. I'm not sure that they know they have an Uber advantage, because Kalari should not be running Spy in this situation. But he comes up behind the medic as disguised as a scout. Face stabs Admirable twice, 3 times! Face stabbed Admirable 3 times. Admirable was so weak, but he dropped down onto the health pack. And somebody managed to pick him up anyway. So this has signalled a really failed push there by Fenneks when they had an Uber advantage and could have just pushed in. I feel like they're kind of overthinking things a little there. Just go in. You've got the spawn advantage. You've got a little bit of an Uber advantage just because you built better, I think. Just go. They'll be running spies.
Yeah, really.
Spy is such a gamble. It's such a risk.
This whole game has been full of classes, and I feel the snipers is more than enough. They don't really need any spies at this point of the game. As both teams opt to go run a sniper, and it's just like a whole sniper battle. I feel like Kilari should be like really focusing on that sniper and trying to go on the flanks, but we see Walter is picking up another frag on Samsey here, showing him who's the better sniper.
Yeah, I would normally agree that they should be sending Kalari around the back of everybody. But I think he's running the black box at the moment, and they're also trusting in Walters to be getting those sick picks onto Samsey. And it's doing well so far, so I don't think they particularly need to change it.
And again, they opted to hold this forward hold here with the heavies on the roof. And
everybody's gone completely behind them. Rockit have Ubered on the point and got around that incredibly slow heavy of Fenneks. But they've lost QNX and Samsey in exchange for that, and they haven't been able to do anything better with the Uber. Oh, Rib does go down though, but Hox manages to kill Salmon with a death rocket as he gets picked off by Walters. And Fenneks only have 3 players alive here. Surely Rockit are going to be able to get the point. Kalari bombs in. Can he do anything? No, not quite. He's only got 2 rockets there because he's running the black box. Yeah, I think that's what you're about to say, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, running the black box gives you a little bit of health back every time you hit a rocket. I think it's 15 health every rocket you hit. But unfortunately, the trade-off is that you only have 3 rockets in your clip. So it really stops him bombing effectively. And that's something you often have to do on Viaduct. So I don't really agree with the choice of running the black box on this map. But it's what he's done. And he's playing kind of a more passive Roma style.
And Samsey just gets dunked on again.
Yeah, Walters is really hitting the heads. I'd be interested to see what kind of stats he has after the game. Oh, it looks like Cookie's running the heavy as well. And he manages to pick up a Rib there as he flies away and gets body shot. And it looks like Rockit are going to be able to pick up this point. Oh, Admirable goes down to a fully charged body shot by Walters, and Skeege is going to pop on the point. Maybe they're going to be able to cut this off, but they're just leaving the point. They're leaving the point. They don't realise that they have to stand on it.
Oh my god. That's a huge mistake.
Lordy, lordy, lord. That was ridiculous.
I would wish that Admirable copied Skeech's famous bind that he says that he's not impressed by the enemy team's play, because that was not impressive.
Was horrific.
And so far we see the Fenneks guys inching onto the point there, and Huey does get taken down really early. Samsey takes down GF18, but GF18 also takes down Kunig, so the advantage is in Fenneks' form here, but Samsey takes down Salmon, and Samsey's proven to be useful in this current mid. And so far...
Rockit should be able to take this because they have Cookie and Hawks alive, whereas it was only Rib and Walters for Fenneks. Rib can put out a lot of damage, but in terms of getting the point presence and being able to defend his medic, he doesn't quite have that, and neither does Walters. So Rockit managed to pick up the point, and the Ubers are going to be exchanged here if Fenneks managed to get a little bit more aggressive.
Our control point is being captured.
And Rockit hasn't gotten much time on the point here before they actually lose it again. It's only been 15 seconds. The Uber does come out from Rockit and 2 players down. The same wise for Fenneks. The Uber goes down and 2 players down. And but the Uber is much better for Fenneks though, and they're going to pick up Huey. Do they know where Admirable is? Admirable is just like hiding on the right side, but
yeah, they couldn't quite pick up Admirable, and Samsey also put a headshot onto Skeej, so Admirable's got a huge Uber and heal advantage here, and surely they're going to be able to take this point back. I'm really confused as to why we're not seeing much more soldier aggression onto those snipers. They're just having the time of their lives. They're bombing around the point, putting pot shots on anybody they like. Walters is getting away with this, and he manages to get a headshot onto Admirable as well. It's like they don't know how to counter a sniper other than running another sniper. Oh, Huey does actually bomb onto him there, but it's just too late. Like, I don't really see the point of doing that. But I guess he was going on to Skeej.
I feel like Walters is doing a better job out sniping Samsey. Like every time he moves into mid, he looks for Samsey to get that first pick. And because he managed to do that, he's proven to be a much more useful sniper than Samsey is for the enemy team.
If you actually look at the points, Samsey has 42 compared to Walters' 29. So I don't know if the stats are going to reflect that assessment, but I would agree at the moment that Walters seems to be out-sniping Samsey. He's getting those crucial picks, and he's getting the nice headshots as well. Maybe it was Samsey's time on Heavy that netted him all of those points.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's just that points don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, but teams are still running that sniper rifle, and the Ubers are equal, but I really like to see more aggression from these teams. It seems like they're so slow moving forwards. They know that the other team is holding really far back. It just gives you so much room to move forwards, and they're just not taking it very effectively.
And Samsey takes down Kilari, and the Uber goes down, is popped by both teams here. And it looks like Salmon is going to get down. GF18 picks up Qnix on the point here, while the Rockit players are just all over this point, and they're not giving it up. It looks like Skeech will also get taken down here. He managed to get a saw on Samsey though, but he's taken down himself. And Kilari bombs in, but doesn't get anything done right there.
Rockit had a much better position after the Uber, and they were able to get much more done. I think Skeej flashed around a little bit onto Rib and Salmon, and he wasn't quite able to have the nice Uber that he wanted. And even with the spawn advantage, they weren't able to make that fight go in the way that they wanted it to. Oh no, they nearly ran into a sticky trap there, but they didn't quite. I was ready to call that death of Skeej, but they look like... This is what I like. This is the nice aggression with the point cap, how Vidoc's supposed to be played. They're running in, they know that Admirable doesn't have Uber, they get the point, they get a few frags, and now they get the force, and now they back off. Yeah, this is incredible play by Fenneks. This is how they should have been playing the whole match. Now all they need to do is get Skeej out, maybe rotate somewhere, concede the point just for a little while, and then re-push with the Uber charge.
Yeah, that was
they
really
don't
nice.
even need to concede the point. They've played this really well, Fenneks. I really like it.
Yeah, that was really nice play. They managed to get the soldiers on high ground, able to spam the demo of Rockit Huey, and they just pushed them all the way back. So whenever they wanted to go in, they just fell down and crumbled under the soldier spam.
Yeah, they're moving too far forwards here, though. They're overextending because they were using the dregs of that Uber, and then it faded before they could really do anything with it. They should have just been content to hold and try and fight that with superior position, but they didn't. They aggressed into Rockit, and Rockit just cleaned them up. And so that's given Rockit the point and a huge Uber advantage.
Samsey also picked up Skeech really early in that, so they had no heals to back them up either.
Yeah, I feel like Fenneks had a really nice play, took control of the point, but then kind of gave it away with a mistake of their own there.
I'm not. Samsi seems to be pulling his weight at sniper a lot better now at the end of the match. I haven't seen that much from Walters, as much as I've seen from Samsi so far, right now.
Yeah, Samsi seems to be carrying his own. He's getting body shots left, right and centre. Picks up GF18, who's deciding to run that scout now instead of the heavy that we saw him on at the beginning of the fixture. Salmon also goes down, but the Uber is popped from Admirable. Huey going in deep there on the right-hand side, but doesn't manage to pick up anything. Just kind of forces the entire of the Fenneks team back into spawn. But they've got a 70% Uber advantage. Hox manages to get to pick. Oh, but Salmon takes him down before he can get onto Skeege. Or Walters.
There's 16 seconds left on the point.
Why?
They need to move forward.
Oh, Rib was way too far forwards there, but yeah, they do.
10 seconds now.
Everybody else needed to be with Rib.
The Steven Stickers on the point, they're watching it. Uber gets popped out, Skeege flies across the map. But the rocket players, they're just so healthy here. And it looks like they're going to spam Skeege out, and Skeege is just trying to dodge here. He's 11 HP effectively. And
they're going to win this though, because they have the spawn advantage. They got the spawns of GF18 and Walters coming in. Maybe that was Kalari. Surely they're going to win this. They had much better spawns.
Yeah. That was the spawns kicking in at the end there, picking him up the point. But Admirable at 75% Uber, and there's 50 seconds left on the clock. He's got so much time on it.
Yeah, all they need is this one push, and they can secure the point to themselves and secure the map. Actually, as it's 2-1. We saw a little bit of a fumble last round as Fenneks were on the point with Uber and kind of gave the round to Rockit, but Rockit have deserved this as they Uber in on the left-hand side here.
And it looks like they're actually capping. They got so much time on the point here, and that's going to be the nail in the coffin again.
Yeah, the cap goes down, and there's nothing they can do about it. As Admirable had such an Uber advantage, they just forced the Fenneks players off the point and capped it off, and that is 3-1 to Rockit.
And Samsi comes out with the famous bind. I am not impressed with your performance.
we were waiting for that on the previous round when Skeege was stood on the point Uber charged, but we didn't get it.
And Rockit is going to be just 1 point above Fenneks now, just like they were before this matchup, so not much has changed.
QNX coming out with the incredible, what are they called? Prediction. QNX coming out with the incredible prediction, saying that they take 3 points from this fixture, but the 3 points that they got were on Viaduct rather than Snakewater. Let's have a look at those logs.